I'm not sure that lifting is natural, or at least not in the way that walking and running are natural, or sitting or lying and conserving energy for that matter. And in the same way that regular strenuous lifting repetitions don't seem very natural, so the rituals of display aren't very natural either. I think that most lifters are resigned to lifting in the dark, lifting alone and for their own sake. Relatively few want to compete or show off their bodies in some kind of formal setting. They might want their muscles to be a bit more conspicuous in this circumstance or that, but there isn't usually enough benefit in contriving an encounter with the public eye, and the kitsch of a bodybuilding meet might horrify them. Proof of this indifference is the way that men train their lower body. Hardly anyone sees much of their legs, and their bottoms are unlikely ever to be on display. They might have a lover who enjoys the spectacle, but for the most part, the male rump is well concealed relative to the counterpart among women, where fashions celebrate the contours of the lower body. Yet men and women happily train their lower bodies, whether anyone is looking or not. Of course, they could be motivated by health and well-being concerns, all that irreproachable virtuous stuff, but I also imagine that they enjoy having a muscular bum just as much as muscular anything else. It's true that hardly anyone ever gets to see it, but in a way that adds to the mystique. If there's an indication of a muscular leg, then you can assume that there are also going to be muscular hindquarters. If you see that bulbous formation above the knee called a teardrop, analogous developments will have arisen in the glutes. You mightn't see them, but you can imagine that they're in good condition too. Modesty operates in inscrutable ways, and often we feel the greatest confidence when physical assets are held discreetly rather than broadcast promiscuously. It's very personal, and I don't think that there's a moral point to be made here. But in all cases, the lifter decides how much the project is about appearance or things internal to the self. And when you don't feel a need to show off, you have a fair sign that the lifting has clinched your sense of self-sufficiency.